We humans have the most expressive faces in the entire animal kingdom. We take our expressions rather for granted.
The chimpanzee's face is almost as expressive as the human's. And if we watch these apes in the wild, we can begin to see how we acquired our own highly mobile faces. Originally, facial muscles were needed not for communication, but for other more basic functions. To move the lips, for instance, improving their role in drinking and feeding. As the apes suck, chew and bite, their powerful, sensitive lips explore each object as it comes into contact with the mouth. This involves a great deal of pulling and stretching. But even the chimpanzee is no match for the rubber-faced human being.
First I will show you how I kiss my girlfriend.
But in Cumberland, they ignored the overseas challenge and elected Albert Benison of Consett, County Durham, ugliest man in the world.
But humans and chimps don't just share a flexible face. We also share many of the same expressions. Whenever an animal goes on the attack, it's always slightly fearful of retaliation. As a result, we see a face in conflict. The tightness of the lips around the mouth is a sure sign of primate aggression, while the lowered eyebrows indicate that the attacker is protecting its eyes in case of a fight. The same tight-lipped face is also seen in our own species in moments of great emotional intensity. And there it is, the tight mouth of anger. This leaves no doubt as to the mood of these women, especially when combined with an intense stare. This correctional camp in Maryland, these prisoners are forbidden to stare, even to glance at their prison officers. The officers, who are not allowed to lay a hand on the prisoners, make their dominance felt by the most direct and intense staring they can muster. And the effect is one of acute intimidation and almost painful humiliation.
Inmate Williams. Sir. Can you hear me, Inmate Williams?
Sir, yes, sir.
Stand up, Inmate Williams!
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm on my toes! Stand up!
Sir, yes, sir.
Hutch!
If you thought that staring was pretty intimidating, there's one culture that takes it even further. This is the Maori haka, the aggressive challenge of the indigenous people of New Zealand, an ancient threat display still employed today in a modern context. Taking another look at those aggressive chimpanzees, what happens if they start to become alarmed and fearful, if their courage begins to desert them? As they become more and more afraid, their expressions undergo an important change. Their mouth corners are pulled back further and further. This is the typical fear face of all primates, including our own species. Just as with frightened chimps, these mouth corners are pulled right back, exposing all the teeth. The strange feature of this expression is that it looks, in some respects, like the human smile. Smiling is a uniquely human expression that has evolved from the ancient fear face. This may sound odd because we think of smiling as friendly, not fearful, but there's a crucial link between the two. The fear face is sometimes used as a submissive signal, saying in effect, I'm scared, therefore I'm not a threat to you. In other words, it's an anti-aggressive action. It's only a small step from I am not aggressive to I am friendly, and that's how the human smile evolved.